No, he left. He left, chat. No, I didn't kick him out. I didn't. It was just a lot was going on for him and for me. Spill. There's no tea. Look, there's absolutely no tea. No, there's just absolutely no tea. It was I didn't realize how bad his night terrors were. You guys know I have PTSD, right? I don't know if you guys know that. So when I was little, we lived in the mountains next to a military base, and the guerrilla, like the paramilitary forces, they would always like fight the army and the military base, and we lived really close to it. So when I was very young, like 4 or 5 years old, I would wake up to like sounds of bombs, and it was very chaotic. So if I get waken up at night by a loud sound, I get like this really, really, really bad panic attack and like anxiety, and then I can't sleep for the rest of the night. Like I'm not able to fall back asleep. I knew somebody that had night terrors that they would just like wake up and go like, oh, you know, and like scream sometimes. But his room was really far away from mine. But it was not like that. It was very different. And his trauma and my trauma just did not mix well. But I told him that I was okay going to sleep some other house in the neighborhood. Like I was totally fine doing that. But then after everything that happened and all what was going on, he was just like, nah, I want to be near family. So he left. But I'm sad. I'm very sad. I cried and I was like, no, don't leave. Like I was actually really sad. I wanted to help him out, but I think he felt bad. He didn't want to like impose. But there's no tea. There was no, it was very like, I think we just both cared about each other, and we both just like wanted to be good to each other. But it was probably for the best, because I also have like difficult time with sleep stuff. So yeah, and I think it's better for him to be home right now. Yeah, I think so too. I think he's probably in a better place being around family. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I hope he's good and he's happy and stuff. I just wanted to help. Like I just wanted to help and make him feel better. I'm sad he left. I'm actually sad he left. I really think we could have figured something out. Like I could have, I don't know, slept with Kyuko at night. Her house is like 3 houses down the road. I could have just, you know, gone over to Kyuko's and slept and come back in the morning and streamline home. Like, but I think he felt bad. But I don't think, it's hard for me to explain to him that was okay. You know what I mean? Oh, Lakari. No, because Lakari, okay, here's the thing though. Lakari screams in his own room. There's a difference between, okay, so here's the thing, chat. It's not my place to tell you guys what somebody's night terrors are like, but I'm just gonna tell you guys, it was a lot. Lakari is loud. I've slept with Lakari in the room, but he stays in his room and he's loud in his room, and I have a sound machine and I don't have to hear it. You know, I don't have to hear it. I lived with Lakari! So, he's fine. I don't know how much X has talked about what his night terrors are like. I don't know if he's told people about it. I don't know what he said, and I'm not gonna leak it, but it was just a little bit more than I expected. I've had friends with night terrors that are very different. You know, I'm guessing everybody's night terrors are different. But anyway, Seer's night terrors are just MILFs showing up everywhere. Yeah. You thought Lakari and Kyuko lived with you. I didn't know she has her own house now. Okay, so me and Kyuko lived in one house. We were renting a house here in the neighborhood. And then Lakari he was just spending a lot of time in the house, you know? And I loved it for them. I was very happy for them, you know? And I was happy that they were spending time together. And then Seer, who also lived in the neighborhood, his roommate left for LA, so he didn't have a roommate. So I was like, this is the perfect situation. Lakari and Kyuko can, you know, play gacha and watch anime titties all day, and I'm gonna go keep Seer company. So I moved out of that house and went and lived with Seer. Now, then Kyuko got her own house, and she moved out of that house to another house. And then I moved out of Sears and I moved to another house that is right next to Kyuko's house. So I live right next to Kyuko and Lakari now. Yeah. We each in our separate homes. Yes. That's kind of how the whole thing worked. Yeah. So I basically stalked her. No. Can I still hear Lakari from here? Nobody gets to see him because when I'm driving down the road, I can see the try hard from out in the street. And sometimes I can hear him screaming in that room. It's kind of funny. Yeah.
Booty so big that Swish wanna ban it. Came with a dumpy. Everything I make is so repetitive, I numb it. Now I know that we be making bangers that you love it. Cause now I got a little